And I am. How does it get any better than this? It's a beautiful sunshiny day today here. So, I wonder if anybody will be joining me live. Where's all the people that want to know about money? So, what I want to talk to you guys about today is are you making yourself money's bitch? And I know that sounds ridiculous. And are you? It's a little bit windy. Hey, I have two people. Tell me who you are in the comments and let me know if it's too windy in the microphone or if I need to move. Is it too windy? I can't see any comments. You guys are gone already. Okay, this might be better here. So are you making yourself money's bitch? So how this kind of popped up for me was I am hosting a class with Anna Jelenius. She's traveling from Sweden. It's a 3.5-day class, and it's 1,350 Canadian dollars to take the class, and that is a stretch for a lot of people. You know, especially if they're looking at choosing it last minute, if they didn't know about it before and they didn't have time to plan for it, it's a stretch. And a foundation class in August in Meadow Lake, Saskatchewan at Greg Lake. If any of you want to come, it's a 4-day class. Hi, Julie. Is it too windy? Can you tell me if it's too windy? Or does it sound okay? It's so nice outside. Anyway, the foundation class is a 4-day class, and it is $1,670. So again, it's also a stretch for a lot of people. I get that. That was totally me. Like when I first took my first bars in foundation class, that was a lot of money, and that was more money than I had ever spent on myself, I guess, ever before. So I have some people looking at both classes and they're like, I can't afford it, or I'll come, I will be there if I can, make the money or whatever. And so cool. And I work for Crystal Crawford in her business as well, and she's also launching an actualized finance program, and it's $2,500 or it's $500 a month for a 6-month program. And a lot of people too are like, well, I would really like to, but that's a lot of money. And so it's just really up right now, I guess. Oh, hey, Shauna. Hey, you're here. Yay. So it's just up for a lot of people right now. So I wanted to share with you some of the tools that I have used. Oh, there we go. Shauna doesn't. Okay. I think it's okay when I'm standing this way. The wind's kind of behind me. Okay. So what I will do is I'll just get a sense of the class. I'll ask these questions first. So I will kind of put myself in a bubble. So I'll just envision an energetic bubble around myself. So I am only getting my awareness. So I'll put myself in my connection is bad. There we go. I'll put myself in a bubble and I will ask the question, truth, if I take this class, now when I say this class, I mean whatever class you're taking, you can put in the name of the class. If I take this foundation class, if I take this class with Anna Jelenius that Katherine is hosting, if I take this actualized finance class with Crystal Crawford, or whatever class you're thinking about, truth, if I take this class, what will my life be like in 5 years? Now, what I want you to notice is the energy after you ask that question. So does it make you smile? Does it give you butterflies? Do you get goosebumps? Do you feel light? So notice the energy after you ask the question. Truth, if I take this class, what will my life be like in 5 years? And get a sense of that energy. And don't make it any harder than that. And then truth, if I don't take this class, what will my life be like in 5 years? And get a sense of that energy. Does it make you frown? Does it feel boring? Does it feel heavy? Does it feel contracted? Does it feel dull? Now, if you start to really figuring it out, what you're getting, what information it is, you're using your head too much, and you really need to be aware with your body and just go with the very first whisper of energy that you get for each question. So I was talking with a gal last night about the class I'm hosting with Anna, and I think maybe I've run her bars once actually, but we haven't, like, she hasn't taken a lot of energy type classes. And I just said, hey, what would this class create? She was like, oh my God, if I ask the question about going to the class, what will my life be like in 5 years if I ask the question, what will my life be like in 5 years if I don't go? She said, I kind of smiled too, but I could really tell how my life would just be the same. Like, it would just be the same. My life would be the same as it is right now, energetically. And so I'm like, cool. Now what are you going to choose? So that is getting a sense of what the class will create for you in 5 years. And you use 5 years because it's a long enough time away that you really are getting an energetic read about it. Like, if you said 1 year, you'd probably try to come to a conclusion about what would happen to your life in 1 year. But you can't really do that with 5 years. So ask that question first. And if you really think you want to go to the class, but you ask the question and it's actually heavy to go right now, then that's okay. Just trust that awareness, and maybe something else is coming up at the time of the class that you would be way more fun for you than that. Like, and you can keep asking the question every day, because energetically things can change. So anyway, that's tool number 1. So now if it's like, yes, I'm going to the class, but I don't have the money. So you can start. So what I would recommend, number 1, next thing, if it's light to go to the class, then register for it. Okay. If it's like the foundation class online, register for the class. Because it will start to contribute. The class will then start to energetically contribute to you. And you will start to contribute to getting to the class and to creating the class. And if I'm hosting with Anna, there's not really a registration, but text me. Be like, hey, Katherine, I want to come to the class. I don't have the money right now. Or, talk to me about it. Ask me some questions. If it's with Crystal's program, I know that she's doing a really cool thing where she's offering like a quickie 5 to 10 minute chat about the program with you. And I'm sure she could share with you, or I'm not sure what she does, but maybe she'll share with you tools. That's what I would do. Be like, okay, you have like a week to choose it. Can you create the money using these questions in a week or whatever? So next step is commitment and demand in your world to then start creating whatever is required to get you there. So ask the question, register for the class, and now stay in the question. Think about the class every day. Ask the class, hey, how much could I receive from you? Can you contribute to the money showing up for me to get to the class? What else is actually possible beyond what I could ever imagine here? And stay in the question and see what shows up. And if something pops for you to take action on, then choose it. Like if a part-time job gets posted and you are actually looking for that, or you have time for that, then choose that. I mean, that's a source of income. Or if it pops for you to start offering different sessions, or to start working for somebody, like just follow the energy, or to start selling your stuff. And what I mean by follow the energy is if something comes up and you're like, oh yes, that, I can create money that way, then choose it. Don't just sit back and be like, oh yeah, I could do that, but I don't know. I don't really feel like it. Like, no, choose it. choose it. And what else? Anyway, I think that's all I got for you now. So that's my magic tricks to start creating money for classes that you might not have the money to get to yet. If you have anything you want to share, any comments, please post them. I would love to read them. If you have any questions, let me know. Yeah. Anyway, have an awesome rest of your day. Oh, one other thing. I also wanted to share that money can show up in so many different ways. Hi, DJ. How are you? Money can show up in so many different ways. So the gal that I was talking to last night about the class, so we energetically asked the questions, and then she was like, okay, now I have, like, she won something. So she was at this event and bought a ticket, and she won a home entertainment center that she doesn't need. And I'm like, you could sell it for the class and then get money for the class. And she's like, I know, I'm trying to sell it. There's a guy coming to look at it on Sunday. But I mean, so that wasn't necessarily money showing up directly for her, but it is a source of money that she can now. And I wonder, her having the conversation with me last night and she's choosing the class, now what that will contribute to actually selling the home entertainment system with ease to get the money. Whereas if you're not really choosing the class, but say the thing is there and it's not really selling because you're not really choosing it and you haven't really made the demand. So yeah, choice creates. What are you choosing? Okay, that's all I got for you now. Have an awesome rest